With the success of Baby Raindeer, Richard Gadd returns to our screens with a new show, Half Man, starring Richard Gadd and Jamie Bell. It's a series that explores the conversations around misplaced toxic aggression, masculinity, and testosterone. It's about surrogate brothers Reuben and Niall who live under the same roof but come from different families, whose mothers who bonded together after some family issues of their own and all live under the same roof. It is a tough show and does deal with complicated issues of bullying, and it's also quite tender at times between the two brothers. At the start of the first episode, Niall, Jamie Bell's character, is all decked out in his wedding suit and a kilt standing in a barn, and is stood in front of him his surrogate brother Reuben, played by Richard Gadd, and he is dressed as if he's ready for a boxing fight. And he's shirtless, he's wearing boxing shorts, his arms and his wrists are strapped up as if he's like about to start a fight and looks rather menacing. There is a fight between the two of them, and you soon get transported to the past, and we see young Niall in his school uniform ready to go to school, and we're thrust back in time into the past, and he's on his own walking to school. All life is pretty decent. He's rather a shy kid. He's getting bullied at school as well, and he's trying to survive adolescence at a or secondary school. And it isn't until when he's in class that he gets told that his surrogate brother Reuben is returning home after a stint in juvenile detention and is going to be retaking last couple of years of school. And as a requirement by the law, he has to do a few tests and to stay in school and keep a clean record. And this upsets Niall because he doesn't want the chaos in his life anymore. He wants to live relatively under the radar and just try and survive his school days. And in comes a spanner in the works in the way of Reuben. And Reuben starts school the next day, and he is a firecracker. He is a wild card. He is somebody that is unhinged and causes chaos from moment one and completely disrupts Niall's life and is all over the place. He's violent, he's aggressive, he's really intense at times and very threatening as well. And upon learning that Niall is being bullied, he steps in and intervenes. He's basically doing things his own way and really quite aggressively. After dealing with Niall's bullies, they go to school the next day and Niall is met with respect and the bullies leave him alone. After spending time with Reuben and entering into his world, there are some tender moments between the two of them at the end of this episode and is quite heartwarming. Great performances across the board from all the actors from Richard Gadd and Jamie Bell. So this show is really quite good so far, even though only one episode is out at the minute. And it's really great because they set the tone very early on, and you see Niall and Reuben in the present day at Niall's wedding, and you immediately get a sense of the character dynamics between the two of them straight away. Niall's wearing his wedding suit and Reuben is ready for a fight, and you can tell that straight away, and it's really quite intimidating from moment one, and it just sets the tone, which is really, really good. And then it goes into the past and it switches between the two seamlessly, and there are some really challenging and tough moments, especially at the school days where he's being bullied and brings back memories for myself. It's supposed to be challenging, it's supposed to be overwhelming, and it's supposed to get the audience to sort of feel sorry for Niall's character so that when Reuben arrives, it makes it even more intriguing because together they sort of better themselves, which is really, really cool. And in his own way, Reuben is sort of trying to help Niall and in turn Niall is trying to sort of humanize Reuben and make him a better person. So even though they are polar opposite characters, they work well together. Bond, which is really, really strong, it raises the questions of sibling rivalry and brotherly love, even though not bonded by blood. And it raises the questions of, like, what is family? Is family the ones that you're born into, or is family the family that you choose through your friends? And it works and tells that story very, very well. It also deals with the subject matter of toxic masculinity and aggression, and really does it in a way that is psychologically rich and very character driven on the part of Reuben, who is somebody who has basically known nothing but pain and suffering through tough family conditions that he's been living in. And it is quite overwhelming when you watch it, and they deal with it with such dignity and with gravitas and great pace as well, that doesn't slow the piece down in any way. The writing is tremendous, and Richard Gadd has done an amazing job with this. And like I say, there are some touching moments between the two of them, which allows the scene to breathe and to give the audience a time to breathe and relax and be like, ah, and the chaos is over. And so as the series progresses, I'm sure their relationship will improve as well. And so far, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. And I haven't seen Baby Reindeer yet. I'm sure I'll get into it eventually, but definitely check this one out. It is challenging. It is outside of my comfort zone, but definitely worth a watch. It's on BBC iPlayer, and I believe it is on HBO Max as well. So if you've got both of those, you can watch it. So give this one a go. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. And please remember to like and subscribe to my channel.